This is my photo story of bird imagery in The Awakening by Ben Palumbo. The bird imagery in The Awakening represents Edna's entrapment in her life. The imagery in this story begins right as the reader begins to read. The main reason that she feels entrapped in her life is because of her marriage. Margaret Staines writes, "The hands and wrists are part of the body that can be objectified, held out and examined as if they belonged to someone else. As indeed, in some sense that Leonce insists upon very literally, they do belong to someone else." Leonce generally views his wife as an object that he owns. He also views her as the caregiver for his children, which he lets her do. He expects his wife to raise the children, despite the fact that he also is one of the parents of the children. These caged birds, women, do as the owner wants them to do because they don't have the freedom to see what they can do. That is, they don't know what it's like to fly because they are caged up. This is exactly the same idea as far as Edna goes. She doesn't know what it's like to court others because she does not have the space to meet others whatsoever. As time goes on, she creates space for herself to get out of what her husband wants, control over her. When she begins to meet other people, she sees what there is out there when she meets the man named Robert. When she meets Robert, she starts to question her own marriage. She, at one point in the story, takes off her wedding ring and she tries to break it. This shows that she's moving away from her confined marriage and moving more towards the independence that she wants. The fact that she does not break the ring itself and ends up breaking a vase shows the rage that she has entrapped inside herself. Her marriage has confined her, and she has, at this point in the story, realized that she wants to get out of the so-called cage that her husband keeps her in. Staines states that Edna's hands appear in two states, naked and sunburned, and ringed. Basically, the sunburned hands, by indicating the performance of outdoor labor, would nullify Edna's value as a sign of Leonce's wealth. Basically, even if she is going against society's view of being sunburned as lower class, she's still going towards the independent stage that she wants so badly. There's another point in the story that shows Edna's independence. When Edna begins to answer one of Adele's questions, Adele interrupts her by saying, "Oh, never mind. It really is too hot to think, especially to think about thinking." By showing how Adele is, it shows Adele's entrapment because she doesn't even want to think about thinking itself, let alone what her original thought had been when she was talking to Edna. Because Adele has chosen not to venture off of her entrapment, it makes her uncomfortable to even think about thinking itself. In the end, Edna does not live in a society that allowed divorce. Because divorce was such a taboo thing at the time, she could not choose to live her life the way she wanted to. When she ventures out into the waters, she is becoming as independent as she can. She's spreading her wings and is no longer being caged up by her husband in society as well when the story ends. I feel that Margaret Staines and I both have similar viewpoints as shown in my video. Edna was a woman who was entrapped in her life and was trying to escape it. Characters such as Adele help show off the differences in a woman who wants to be independent and others who can't even comprehend independence itself. Thank you for watching my photo story. Here are my works cited.